Owning a house worth $10 million and making an average of $9 million a year as a movie star, this Oppenheimer actor still lives a simple but classy life. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we'll tell you about Cillian Murphy and how he spends all of his hard-earned fortune. So let's get started. Cillian Murphy is an Irish actor who made it to the top of the Hollywood A-list. He became well known after starring in a number of high-profile movies and TV shows, but when he played Tommy Shelby in Peaky Blinders, he became an instant fame. When the salaries of the actors in Oppenheimer were found out, it was found that Cillian was paid $5 million for his part. It seems to be a common story for Irish people to move away, do their own thing, and then come back home. When asked why he decided to move to Ireland, the well-known star said the following. Cillian Murphy, who's 47 years old, lived in London with his wife, Yvonne McGuinness, and their two children, Malachi and Aaron, for almost 14 years. One day, they chose to move to Dublin, Ireland, where they bought a fancy house. They brought along their two boys. Even though Cillian Murphy likes to live a simple life, he owns a beautiful home in Dublin that's worth $10 million and has 7 bedrooms and a beachfront setting. The house looks like it came from the Victorian era, and in an earlier interview, Murphy said that he prefers to live a life that's less public and more in touch with nature. Sherry Fitzgerald, who's in charge of selling the property, says that the lovely building is an excellent example of a Victorian terraced house because it still has all of its original features and it's in perfect shape. Two of the most noticeable things about the outside of the house are the large garden and the unique architectural details. His home doesn't have the internet because he lives a very simple life, which is interesting to know. The house is close to the water and the area around it has many great things to offer, like parks, schools, and boat clubs. Because of this, people have recently paid up to 3.6 million euros for homes in the same area. On the other hand, it's not clear whether Cillian bought this house to use it as an investment or to live in it for a long time. Murphy is well known for his investment in real estate as well as for his acting and singing jobs. In 2017, he paid 1.7 million euros for a house in the Monkstown area of Dublin. In the area, there's a Victorian mansion with 5 bedrooms, a big yard, and a swimming pool in the backyard. He also has a beautiful car collection. Cillian Murphy recently bought a red Lamborghini Urus that cost $600,000, and he gave his wife, Yvonne McGuinness, an Audi A8 for their wedding anniversary. Cillian Murphy gave both of them expensive presents. In addition to these 2 cars, the star has a large number of other cars in his garage, including the Porsche Macan, BMW X7, Mercedes GLC, Ferrari Roma, Nissan GTR, and Jaguar F-Pace. A cap from the 5th episode of Peaky Blinders and a jacket from the 3rd episode were given to a cancer hospital in London. He gave both of these things away. The money from selling these things for charity went toward giving kids medical care and the medicines they needed. In 2011, he became a patron of the UNESCO Child and Family Research Centre at the National University of Ireland in Galway. Professor Pat Dolan, who's the director of the UCFRC and the UNESCO Chair in Children, Youth and Civic Engagement, works closely with him. In February 2012, he sent a message to the former Vita Cortex workers who were taking part in a sit-in at their plant. In the letter, he gave them encouragement and support. In the letter, he thanked the workers for bringing attention to something that's very important to us all as a country. Murphy supported the vote in Ireland in 2018 to get rid of the 8th Amendment of the Constitution, which had made it harder for people to get abortions. Let's take a closer look at the career of this amazing actor. At age 10, Murphy started writing songs and playing music. Even though he was always in trouble, he did well in school while he was at Presentation Brothers College, a Catholic high school. But it was there that he tried acting for the first time in a play, and his English teacher, the author William Wall, told him to keep doing it. He did, however, try to make a living as a musician, singing and playing guitar in many bands with his brother. They named their band the Sons of Mr. Green Jeans after the Beatles and Frank Zappa. Acid Jazz Records gave them a deal for 5 albums, but they turned it down. Murphy said later that he was glad they didn't do it. In 1996, he started to study law at University College Cork, but he quit after failing his first-year test so he could focus on his band. He was in Observe the Sons of Ulster Marching Towards the Somme and Little Shop of Horrors when he was at UCC. The Irish actor first appeared on stage in 1996 with the play Disco Pigs. In 2001, he was in the movie version of the play. But his real journey started with 28 Days Later, and since then he hasn't looked back. Later, he was in many movies, including Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, and many more. Oppenheimer is now free and doing well. On the other hand, Net Worth Club Forbes says that Cillian Murphy's average pay is $9 million and that his net worth has grown to $40 million. After Peaky Blinders, the web series that made Cillian Murphy famous, became a smash hit, it paid the star $2 million per episode. Cillian Murphy, playing the main part in Peaky Blinders, said that there seem to be two different ways to act. One way is to just read the lines that have been written, while the other is to fully put yourself in the character's situation, feel what they feel, and go through their hard times in the past. It's almost like going on the same artistic journey in two completely different ways. In the interview, Cillian said, "When you're in the world of film and television acting, you don't just sit idle in a trailer passing time with puzzles and other activities. It's a sudden shift from that calm to being fully engaged. If you come from a complete stop, it just doesn't click. I'm not constantly speaking like Tommy in my everyday life, but I have to get close, so it's true, I'm not fully present during filming. And when we're shooting, I don't socialize. I head home, focus on my lines, and rest." He then said that Shelby's character is weighed down by bad memories of the war. He says that any actress would find it hard to do. The actor came up with this method to temporarily escape reality. Cillian says that watching movies and TV means going from being bored in a trailer, where you might be doing a crossword puzzle or something else, to being suddenly sucked into the story. Because of this, the plan doesn't work well if you start from scratch. Even though Cillian doesn't always act like Tommy when he talks to him, he does need to be close to that way of thinking. He went on to say that his personal life on set was different from hanging out with other people, and that he preferred to go home, learn his lines, and sleep for the night. And after the huge success of Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy is going to blow people away again with his next big projects. Word on the street is that the actor from Oppenheimer will play Thomas Shelby again in the next Peaky Blinders movie, but it's not clear yet if the project will start this year. We can only hope for the best, because who wouldn't want to see Cillian as Thomas Shelby on the big screen again? That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and comment down your thoughts on this, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.